the best worst podcast you've ever heard. And now, The Ronnie and Bo Show, brought to you by Prescott Realty.
Ronnie, I can't believe I'm so glad we're starting this thing, man. I've got some great news for us.
What? You have
No, you got to wait a minute, but I got great news for us.
You got a new partner?
That would be horrible news. It's the Ronnie and Bo Show, brought to you by Prescott Realty.
Yeah, you can call today for a no-commitment free consultation. Those great people over there will help you out. You can call them at 928-499-8700. And one of their team of specialists will help you out because that's how they work.
Yeah. They're going to specialize to help your needs. If you're a first-time home buyer, they've got a specialist for that. If you want to build a custom home, they got a specialist for that. They got specialists in their office there at Prescott Realty.
Right, because just like if you've got a heart problem, you're not going to go to a foot doctor.
Yeah, you need to go to a specialist, and a very good specialist.
Right,
that's right.
So why would you do that with real estate? Go to specialists who know what they're doing, been serving the greater Prescott area since 1991. Give them a call at 928-499-8700.
Coming up in November, is it, or October? It's November 1st.
November 1st.
The night after Halloween, we've got a special evening of comedy.
Yep.
Featuring the Ronnie and Bo Show, which means Ronnie's going to do about an hour and a half of stand up, and I'm going to stand in the back, and I'm running the spotlight. I'm running the spotlight.
No.
That's it.
No, that's not it. But yeah, at the Prescott Elks Theater, you can get tickets. I think we're actually a little more than halfway sold out.
Yep.
PrescottElksTheater.com. Or go to the box office downtown Prescott. Get your tickets.
Completely sold out. You're a sellout. So you're just a sellout. So let's just get that down. Whether we sell tickets or not, you're a sellout.
Well, that's beside the point.
All those songs in the '60s that you wrote, and then now you're selling soda cans up with them or whatever.
I wasn't
Soft
born
drinks.
in the '60s. I wasn't even alive, Bo.
He's a sellout.
Well, it's going to all go to a good cause too. 1010 Ministries. They do a lot of great work for people. And everything that we make that night is going toward them. So we would love to see you there at the show Thursday, November 1st, 7 p.m.
PrescottElksTheater.com. They've got their phone number, their box office hours. Get those tickets now. So here's the great news that I wanted to share with you, Ronnie.
Okay, what is it?
I'm pretty sure this is going to really surprise you.
Is it?
Ronnie and Bo are the brand new morning show in Phoenix.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
What? You've been showing up for a week now. Don't act surprised.
I forgot.
We're on 1260 AM. The website is funny1260am.com.
Yes.
It's an all comedy station.
Right. Which is so great.
You drive to work, you want to tune that in, you want to stream it.
Yeah.
Or you want to listen to it.
Yeah.
You're not going to hear Christina Aguilera. You're not going to hear the Beach Boys.
No Bieber.
You're not going to hear, some country song.
No.
They don't play songs.
No.
All comedy.
Right. Yeah.
1260 AM in Phoenix. It's the brand new morning show, Ronnie and Bo.
Yep. They're a great station, so check them out. And Bo.
Yeah.
I think we need to do a buzzword.
A buzzword.
A buzzword. And that sound that you just heard was not the buzzword sound. This is the buzzword. There you go.
The Ronnie and Bo buzzword.
The Ronnie and Bo buzzword for today is petrichor.
I don't understand.
Petrichor. Let me let the computer say it. Okay, here we go.
Petrichor.
There. Yeah.
Who was that?
That was my cousin. Here we go.
Petrichor.
I'm looking at you and your mouth is not moving, and I hear this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you do that, man?
Petrichor.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's how you pronounce it, petrichor.
What is it?
And it is it's the pleasant smell that accompanies the first rain after a long period of warm, dry weather.
No, that's not true.
Yes.
It is not true.
It is. Here,
Petrichor.
Well, that guy's wrong. No, that guy's wrong. We live in rural Arizona.
Yeah.
And when there's a brand new rain, the next morning you come out, it's all the cow dung in the field. It's not petrichlor, it's cow dung in the air after the rain has hit the field and soaked it.
No. Here we go. You're going to hear it again.
Petrichor.
Oh, you said petrichor.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's a synonym for cow dung that's soaked in the water after the first rain.
No. It's the earthly scent produced when rain falls on dry soil.
Also known as cow dung.
Petrichor.
The Ronnie and Bo word of the day.
I'm not even, since I really still don't get it, I don't know how to use it in a sentence,
Well,
but our challenge is going to be to figure out how to use that in a sentence before this episode is over. Petrichor.
You know, that's funny because it has rained here in the past couple of weeks where we're at. And I went out the other day. I was at my kids' football practice.
Yes.
And there's standing water. Mosquitoes are coming out there,
Man.
And I stepped in a puddle up to my ankle, got my socks wet, and it smelled like petrichlor.
There's no L in it. Petrichor.
Whatever.
But yeah, it is. We got eaten alive at soccer practice.
The mosquitoes are wild this time of year.
It was not very pleasant.
All right.
Bo, do you ever think about dying?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Are you afraid of it?
Yes,
are you looking
I am.
forward to
yes,
it?
I am. You know, I had, honest to goodness, you just asked me that question out of the blue. I had that feeling. And, you know, I get nervous about, you know. And,
yeah.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of things to worry about dying, and there's a lot of things not to worry about dying.
Right.
But I actually had this thought about a week ago.
Yeah.
I started to worry about it, and I said, well, wait a minute. Once you're dead, there's no more worrying. So it's sort of, right? I don't know how to describe that, but that's it, right?
That's true.
I mean, no sense in worrying at the last minute because you're not, you know, I don't know what I'm saying, but I sort of, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and we've talked about this before, like the being dead, not the problem.
Right.
The dying, that could be a problem. Like if it depends on how you
choking.
go.
I'm choking. Watch out for that truck. It's gonna.
Oh man. Yeah.
That part's gonna be horrendous.
The worst for me, I think, would be going down on a plane.
No, don't talk. We don't.
Couldn't handle.
You know. Wait a minute. Ronnie and I, we sketch out this rough idea. Where do you want to go with this thing? You want to sort of mention it. We roughly outline the show.
Yeah.
Hey, let's try to get to that before the show ends. Hey, let's start with this, and then we'll talk a little bit about that. And, here's a subject. Why don't we make this today's topic? That's what we do before we turn on the microphones.
All right.
And now you just said your biggest fear of death is what, or what? How did you say it?
Well, the going down on a plane.
Okay, so we didn't even talk about this.
No.
We've stumbled across this, and we can do a whole episode on this.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling the brakes. We're doing a whole episode on this.
Okay.
I mean, you know, everything we planned is out the window, right?
Okay.
Now, you said that the toughest thing would be going down on a plane because you're probably going, okay, I know the plane is crashing.
Right.
Will we be dead in 5 minutes? Will we hit the ground in 15 minutes?
Yes.
Is it going to be a steep descent? Okay, so
Right.
there's that horror.
There's time between I know I'm going out, but I'm not out yet.
And how is that any different from being in the middle of the ocean, 20,000 miles from land, and drowning? That you would rather take the plane crash, huh?
I would.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Can you feel my anxiety? You can't empathize
No.
at all. If you're in a pool and you're going, and I want one more, and there's going to be one that just goes, sorry, you got to give it up, dude.
I can understand that fear, but I'm
suffocating part.
I'm an ocean guy, and I don't have hardly any fear or concern about the ocean.
So if you're drowning in the ocean, you're going to just embrace it, and you're going to dive down deep and find a dolphin and just suck on his nose and do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation until you get back to the top. I mean, you can embrace that, huh?
No, yeah, I think there's something sounds kind of peaceful. I'm just gonna
peaceful. You're just flopping and panicking, swatting the water.
I'm gonna fill my lungs with water and just kind of snooze, you know.
I guess I can see that. I don't agree with it, but I can see
the incredible Mr. Limpet. You know,
I think that's Hollywood.
And, I don't know. There's something about that. I mean, I don't want to drown either, but as opposed to all this time where I know the pain's coming and then I just. I don't know.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do in that situation?
Flames?
You know what I would do in that situation?
What?
The exact same thing that I would do if I was in an elevator and it was crashing to the ground, the cables got broken.
Yeah. I
would try to time when the plane hits the ground, and I would jump up real quick.
Exactly.
So that you think that would
just
work?
like on an elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're falling from the 20th floor, and it's going 19, ding, 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 ding. And you're trying to count as fast as you can, and you jump at the last minute, and you go, oh, good. I didn't. My feet didn't go into my shoulders.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that would be scary.
You know how comics say, you know when, or they do those kind of things.
yeah.
Have you ever?
Yeah.
You know, one of those transitions or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do one of those
the
on
deal?
you. Yeah. So I'm going to do one of those with you.
Okay.
Have you ever been burned to death? Been on fire?
Not to death yet. I'm still here.
You know how it feels when you're, no, I mean,
burning.
No, I'm bringing that up because how would you like to burn to death? Would that be?
That's the spectrum. People always either, burn to death or freeze to death. I mean, if those are two ends of the spectrum.
I think I would take freeze to death.
The same.
But is that the same as saying, would you rather live in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Or would you rather live in Phoenix?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the same thing, right? I mean, you can always walk around in your underwear, but you can't put 17 jackets on if you're freezing in Greenland, right?
Yeah, I don't any of the burning.
I got to tell you.
I'd
Let's think we're dying. We're freezing to death.
Okay.
That's not just a figure of speech. We're freezing to death. Okay. Your teeth are chattering.
Yes.
You're shivering.
Yeah.
Okay. How can that be a tenth painful of burning to death?
Exactly. I can't even fathom that.
Yeah.
It's not even close because I think your heart rate just starts to slow down, and then you kind of go unconscious.
You go crazy a little bit,
and then your heart will stop, and you'll freeze. But I don't know. I don't know about the burning.
No, I don't.
What do you do? Do you just feel that? I mean, at some point you pass out, right?
Yeah, I guess you would, right?
This is really morbid.
How about falling off the edge of the Grand Canyon?
Oof.
What does that do for you when I say that?
It feels like there's a handful of people every year, right?
Well, I think I read a statistic a while back. I think 856 people. Maybe I don't know if that's in a year or 80. I don't know, something like that, or in the lifetime or the history of the Grand Canyon. 856 people.
That's rough.
We hear it here in Northern Arizona. We hear it on the news.
Right. It was somebody just. I feel like this year the boyfriend was taking a picture of the girlfriend. No, back up, get closer, like I need to get the full picture here, and then she slipped and fell to her death,
and he collected the insurance claim, and now he's in jail.
Worth the picture? Oh man!
No. What other ways?
I wouldn't like the falling to my death. There's something about the falling, whether I'm in a plane or off a cliff or whatever.
That would be tough.
That would not be pleasant.
How about now? There's fear to all types of this, right? I mean, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. How about someone standing in front of you and shooting you in the head with a gun? How does that make you feel compared to the other ones? There would be fear of the gun and fear of the
anxiety, but I would take it.
Wouldn't it go faster than falling into the Grand Canyon or plummeting from an airplane or something?
Right. Well, this is one of those things. Everybody says it's instantaneous. He didn't feel anything. She didn't feel anything. They died instantly. You don't get to interview the person afterwards. So, did you feel anything when? No, I didn't feel anything.
Do you think? I know you're a pastor, so I hope I'm not being insensitive. Do you think if someone is murdered or something like that, do you think their last thought is,
yeah,
I'm getting shot. I'm going to get murdered. And do you think that goes into the afterlife or anything? I mean, I don't mean to put you on the spot there. I mean, do you believe in that a little bit, or? In other words, if you die peacefully in your sleep, do you have a post-existence that's peaceful?
Yeah.
Or is there? I don't know if I believe in that stuff or not.
Yeah, I don't know about like what you remember or carry over, or
or is it just lights out? You're done.
Yeah.
Whether it was in your sleep overnight.
Well, I've got some friends that are who I would consider are pretty well-studied theologians, and who have also done like extensive interviews with people who have near-death experiences.
Wow.
Because you always hear those stories of people that on an operating table or, whatever, they go flatline for a while and they talk about seeing, a light at the end of the tunnel or
who was it? I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Because I'm wondering if we heard this together. We heard this together, or did we not hear this together?
I don't know.
Who was it? The guy? Oh, come on. Was it a comedian or something? Somebody said his wife died,
that was Jay Leno. That was
Jay Leno's bit. That was Jay Leno's bit. We were together.
Yeah,
we saw the Jay Leno show about a month ago, and he said, do you remember? Can you say it?
Oh my gosh!
He said, so a guy's wife died.
Yep. Puts her in the coffin.
And they take her to the funeral home. They put her in a coffin, and he gets the pallbearers all gathered. They get the whole thing going.
They're at the church and walking down the aisle.
And they're walking into the church.
Yep.
The pallbearers are carrying it, and they accidentally hit the front door of the church.
Yeah.
And they bump the casket, and all of a sudden you hear, and they found out that she's alive. She didn't completely die.
Right. Yeah.
And then they discover. They open up the casket and they save her, and she lives another 30 or 40 years.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then she finally passes away.
Yeah.
For good.
Yeah.
And they get the pallbearers set up. They get to church already, and the husband says, "Watch out for the corner. Watch out for the door. Don't hit the door.
Don't hit the door.
Don't run into the door, Jim."
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
But
Well, I think it would be fascinating. But somebody I know recorded someone who had been on an operating table, went flatline, and then they were able to bring the person back. I don't know, shocker paddles or whatever. But while they were out, they said, this is the craziest thing. When I all of a sudden I started like floating up,
levitating above the table.
Yep, and I could see myself on the operating table. I could see people working on me.
Yeah.
By the way, the studio's getting worked on today.
That's right.
So we were. He said I was floating up through the floor after floor after floor, like just through
the hospital or wherever, or the building he was in.
Yep, in the hospital. And he said he got to the roof.
Yeah,
and now he's outside. And floating up into the sky, looks down and sees one red tennis shoe on the roof of the hospital.
No way.
And then all of a sudden, he's back down in his body. They're shocker paddling him. They bring him back. And so he's recounting this, going, I know that's weird, and there's no way there could be whatever. They sent hospital staff up to the roof. There's one red shoe on the roof. No way. Like, there's no way he would have known.
No way.
That,
I thought this was a joke. I thought
there's no punchline. That actually,
that's incredible.
Creepy. So I don't know.
I believe in that stuff.
I don't know how that all works, but I don't. For me, I think everybody just kind of wants to either go in their sleep, right?
Right.
Or
if
just
you could be so lucky,
just kind of, or have it go quick.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking, like, if you have a massive heart attack,
right,
and you're just sitting on the couch, or you're driving in the car, or you're walking down the sidewalk, and wham, it hits you.
Yeah.
And it just and your arms curl,
right,
and your face just curls, and you grab your stomach, and in afterlife, are you like that? That's what I was sort of talking about a couple of minutes ago. I mean, do you go out that way, and that's with you the whole time, like the angst and the is that with you or not?
I hope not. I hope
or
not.
Is it okay? You can transition to this. I don't know, something like that.
Either. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I just really want to know is if I die and I go to heaven.
Hold on. Before you finish that thought, can you smell that? Okay, now go ahead and finish the story. Go ahead. If you die and go to heaven,
and right when you get there,
right there. Do you smell that? Okay, go ahead. Right when you get there,
it's
go ahead.
Kind of the faint scent of it's kind of a petrichor scent.
Thank you very much. Okay, I think you were trying to get there, but go ahead. Right when you get to heaven.
And there's the beautiful heavenly rains.
There you go.
that hit the dry soil of heaven.
I think petrichlor was on. It wasn't a wet day in heaven. It wasn't raining pennies from heaven.
You keep saying petrichlor.
I don't care what the word is. Like it's
chloroform.
Hey, I was going to say, pour that in a napkin.
Petrichor.
Put it over. All right, let's get out of here, Ronnie.
Oh, man. Well, we are super thankful again to Prescott Realty for sponsoring us, and give them a call today at 928-499-8700.
Want to thank Lorenda Johnson and John Rocha and the entire gang at Prescott Realty. Thanks for taking a chance on us. Thanks for supporting us. We really appreciate you guys. And if you have any home buying or home selling needs, be sure to check PrescottRealty.com first.
Thanks for listening to The Ronnie and Bo Show, available on your favorite podcast provider. Please connect with The Ronnie and Bo Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and RonnieandBoShow.com. Send comments to RonnieandBoShow@gmail.com. This is your announcer speaking. I'm Shotgun Tom Kelly.